Good morning, everybody. A hungry person is an angry person. Ang taong gutom ay galit na tao. Kahit napakaganda ng damit niya, napakaganda ng sapatos niya, kahit meron siyang magandang kotse, magandang bahay, all becomes a blur when a person is hungry. Kahit gano'n siya kapogi, kahit gano'n siya kaganda, basta gutom siya, lahat pumapangit. Because hungry, because gutom. In the first reading, the Jews were angry because they were hungry. They forgot all the marvels, supernatural things that they saw God did in Egypt. They forgot that fantastic crossing of the Red Sea. They forgot about that and they started to grumble against God. Bakit? Gutom. At ang mga sinabi nila, ang sasakit. Ang sinabi nila kay God is, ano ba? Ano? Dinala mo kami rito sa desert para patayin kami sa gutom? Oh my goodness. What an ungrateful statement that is. Pero God, hindi siya napikon. Hindi siya yung type na pag nagko-complain yung mga tao, sasabihin sa kanila, di mamatay kayo sa gutom at mumurahin pa. No, he wasn't like that. Instead, he gave them bread in the morning and gave them meat in the afternoon to their heart's content. For free. God was the very first to open a community pantry. The very first. And that was such a wow to the Jews. They never forgot that. And so when Jesus came and he fed 5,000, nako, they thought, wow, this is like what happened in the desert. We will not have to work. We will not have to buy. Give us this bread always. And Jesus realized, nako, hindi nila na-get. Hindi nila na-get. At natatawa ko when I was reading this gospel because they went to Jesus. Jesus fled, went to the other side of the lake, and there, hinabol siya ng mga tao, and they asked him, Lord, ano ba? Saan ka ba galing? Tapos sabi ni Jesus, ang kakapal ninyo. You're not looking for me. You're looking for the bread. Nabasa niya kaagad what they wanted. What they wanted. It was not me who you want. It is what I can give you. They wanted the consolations of God and not the God of consolation. Christ says, come to me, not to my gifts, to me. Relate with me. Come in union with me. Let's have a relationship. Fuse with me. Be one with me. Take and eat me. Ako. Hindi yung mabibigay ko sa inyo. Kasi yung mga nakatanggap ng bread from heaven, they all died. And those 5,000 who ate, they will also die. But what I am going to give you, you will never die. And that is what? Myself. Oh, wow. And what is the result of that? When our primary concern is Him and not what He can give us. You know, tell you a story from Stephen Covey. There were two woodsmen and they were cutting the branches of so many trees that have fallen and they were collecting all the branches. Dalawa sila. Cutter number 1, because there was limited time, ang sipag-sipag niya. Putol siya ng putol. Cutter number 2, every 15 minutes, nawawala. And he will come back after 15 minutes and putol din siya. Doon pala, every 15 minutes, nawawala for another 15 minutes. So sabi niya, what's this? Kape naman ng kape itong isang kasama ko. Pahinga naman ng pahinga itong kasama ko. At the end, when all the branches were cut, wow, mas marami pang naputol si number 2 kaysa kay number 1. At tinanong ni number 1, bakit mas marami kang naputol sa akin? Why did you get more work done than me? Because every 15 minutes, I was sharpening my axe. I was sharpening my axe. I wasn't just relying on my own muscles. I was using a more powerful thing. I was sharpening it, wasting time. Sharpening my axe. I did not depend on my own effort. Time spent united with Christ in prayer is not wasted. It is sharpening the axe. You know, England, during the time of Don Bosco, which is 100 years ago, was the center of educational institution. The best educational institutions were there. And when the education minister learned that si Don Bosco, yung kanyang mga street kids, yung kanyang mga street urchins who were working in the morning and studying in the evening were getting top results in the government examination, sabi niya, this I've got to see. I have to know the secret of Don Bosco. Why these working boys were getting top scores. They were working na, and yet, sila pa yung nagta-top notching sa universities. Bakit? So he went to Don Bosco and he asked, what is your secret, Don Bosco? And Don Bosco said, Elmo, my secret, hindi ata uubra sa inyo because you're a Protestant country. And what does that got to do with us being Protestants? And he said, my secret is the boys spend time praying the rosary every day. And the minister said, what a waste of time. What a waste of time. They could have spent it studying. And that is the secret. They were praying the rosary, wasting time, sharpening the axe. Waste of time. You know, I have found out a long time ago, pag nagmi-meeting, I hate meetings. Ang tagal-tagal, ang balik-balik, so many people grandstanding, holding on to their opinion, para lang, I don't know, they just want to hear their words or whatever it is, or their agenda and things like that. And when I was in charge of the meeting, Bible sharing muna. We had the Bible sharing muna. We read the gospel of the day and everybody sharing. Ang bilis ng meeting. Because everybody becomes one heart and one soul. There was no competition. There was no wasted time competing anymore. No wasted time. What was happening there? Wasting time Bible sharing, wasting time listening to each other, wasting time going around. I don't say it is wrong to pray and make petitions towards God. But maybe a better thing is to go to Him rather than to be focused on what He can give. It's not about asking God for solutions, begging Him for His gifts. It's not about asking Him to do things for us, but wanting to be with Him. To read and reflect on His Word, to pray, to meditate, to pray the rosary, to be in silence muna. Nako, itong dinesisyon mo, pinagdasal mo ba yan? Pinagdasal, hindi yung, please Lord, hindi. Did you spend time in prayer? In order to acquire His mind, in order to get His disposition, in order to be attuned to His will, in order that yung akin, yung agenda ko, I let it go. I have to go to Him. Will I buy this? Should I invest on this? Sasagutin ko na ba siya, Father? Ano ba? Papayagan ko ba ang aking anak? Anong sasabihin ko para maayos ng lahat ito? Aalis ba kami, Father? Spend time in prayer. Prayer, not petitioning, nagsusumamo, nagpupumilit ng gusto mo sa Diyos. I just stay in reflection. Letting go of and in that process, I let go of my agenda. And I get attuned to what it is He really wants. I would like to end with a quotation that I like very much. It was sent to me by a little Magdalene. And the quotation says, I quote, "Help me, Lord, put aside the things that are breaking my heart and instead focus on those that break yours." This quotation makes me feel sad for the number of times I disregarded what broke his heart and just focus on my problems and my needs. And at the same time, it inspires me. It inspires me. In the name of the Father, Son, Spirit. Let us pause and allow God to speak to us. Just thinking, before Ridilyn wore the gold medal, she wore the miraculous medal.